Yes, sir. Welcome everybody to the Dream Wager on this lovely Saturday morning, June 10th, 2023. As always, I'm your host, D-Rock, and joining me, our NBA guru, my partner in crime, Elvis Acosta. How you doing today, man?
Dill, I'm doing great. Lovely Saturday morning. Want to wish a early birthday, late birthday to my little cousin Jayla. We celebrating her sweet 16 later. So your boy has to be dressed appropriate, and I hate being dressed appropriate. So it's gonna suck, but we're gonna have a good time. So happy birthday to my little cousin Jayla.
Happy birthday. I know the proper clothing, it's just uncomfortable. I want to be relaxed when we're
Yeah, I want to
celebrating and
be
having
me. Like
food.
me, I always wear shoes or sandals. I like this. I think I got one pair of like dress shoes, and I'm not even wearing dress shoes. I already spoke to her and her mother. I'm like, I'm wearing shoes. I'm wearing black shoes. They said, okay, you gonna be the only person that wears sneakers. I said, I thought so.
I see you got a cup for the party as well. You got to go there looking dapper. Wearing a blazer. What are we thinking? What's
Nah,
the
nah, I'm
outfit?
wearing a nice polo shirt, pants, and some sneakers, man. It's a sweet 16, so there gotta be some single mothers out there, you know.
Ooh. You gotta love it. But yes, happy birthday to her. I hope you guys have a good time. Yeah, like Elvis said, we got a loaded episode for you guys. We'll recap the NBA finals. No basketball this weekend. We do have WNBA plays, but they're for tomorrow. And then week 9 USFL. But Elvis, Nuggets in 5 are still alive, man. 2 in a row. They lead the series 3-1. And Jesus Christ, Aaron Gordon was a man possessed yesterday. What a first quarter. What a just full game. 27 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds. He was the best player on the court, hands down, last night. I think he did everything, even on the defensive side of the ball. Just an automatic great game for Aaron Gordon. What was your thoughts overall on his performance and the Nuggets?
Yo, Aaron Gordon had himself a day, Dill. I'm not gonna say he's gonna win the Finals MVP, Dill, but this man deserves some votes. You know, like for example, if it's like 50 votes to win the MVP, it wouldn't shock me if he has 10 of those. You know,
Mhm.
because he showed out in Game 4, Dill. Nuggets don't win this game if he doesn't have this performance, Dill. Aaron Gordon basically took the game over. He started off slow in the first quarter, 2 points in the first quarter, but he ended up closing the third quarter with that buzzer beater three to have 25 points between his basically 23 points in the second and third quarters alone, Dill. Fourth quarter, he didn't really do much. It was Jamal Murray's time to take over. KCP hit some shot. Michael Porter Jr. finally had himself a decent game. I like the fact that he was driving the ball early with confidence, not just setting it for jump shots, Dill. So I think that was very good and aggressive by him. But overall, though, Aaron Gordon had himself a game. I thought Miami had a chance late when Joker picked up his fifth foul with about like 10 minutes, 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and then I thought Miami was going to be able to make a run. No, though, in that 6 minute span when the Joker sat, um, the Heat was only able to erase 1 point from the lead. So didn't make a much difference there. Give credit to the Denver for going into Miami and just handling business, winning both games 3 and 4 by double digits. And to be honest, though, I don't think there was a point in time besides in the first quarter because Miami did have a lead by
Mhm.
one in the first. After that, I think Denver had complete control of the game. So then started the second quarter, though. Miami just, I expected more for them. I expected them to at least tie it up at home. I expected them to at least win one game at home. It's kind of shocking to me the fact that Miami lost 4 straight playoff home games. Remember, they lost 2 in a row against the Celtics, and now they just lost games 3 and 4 at home in the finals still. So kind of sucks that I'm about to say this, but the finals is over, people. Dylan,
Yeah.
he hit it right on the coffin. Right on the coffin. Nuggets in 5. I didn't think it was gonna be able to do. I thought it was gonna be at least a 6, possible 7 game series, especially after game 2. That's how it was looking. But give credit to Denver Nuggets. They've been the best team since November, and we're looking at it right now. Joker turned his ankle early. Didn't let that discourage him. He went to the locker room. Didn't bitch about it. Got it taped up. Went back on the floor and still had himself a pretty good game. 23, 10 and 4.
Yeah.
Not a triple double, but ain't nothing to say oh you had a bad game. That's still a pretty good game.
And I'll say I was late to the party. Yeah, I might have gotten this right. And we still don't know. It's still not over, but it's pretty close to being over. They're one game away from being done. But you've been saying the Nuggets were the best. They were your pick to go to the finals. I don't know win it, but they were your pick to go to the finals. So you saw the potential in them.
Yeah.
And one thing that I noticed, Jimmy Butler wanted nothing to do with Aaron Gordon. It kind of looked very shocking to me where Jimmy Butler's had this great postseason run. And then Aaron Gordon just seemed to bully him a little bit. And it was actually very surprising. But other than Jimmy Butler, he had a nice game offensively. He had 25, 7, and 5. Or 7 and 7, excuse me. But other than that, Bam had a double-double. But that's it. I mean, you got kind of a nice 13 points from Kyle Lowry. But other than that, you don't really have help. Kevin Love gave you 12 points. Duncan Robinson gave you 12 points.
And let's be real, people. If Kevin Love doesn't give you those 9 points in the third quarter with those extra rebounding efforts, this could have been a 20-point game in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Because remember, Kevin Love hit back-to-back threes. Wild Nugget, he couldn't get a stop. And Kevin Love was still, giving it all, but it wasn't enough, still. You need the role players. Gabe Vincent. You're not going to win a game if Gabe Vincent's under double digits. Duncan Robinson, another one under double digits. Caleb Martin kind of woke up in Miami, but it's still not the Caleb Martin that we saw in the Eastern Conference Finals. Max Strus, he came out game 2, but that's it. He only showed up one game this whole series. And Kyle Lowry, I think he's been playing amazing, Dill. He had a couple huge buckets in game 4 and 3. Dill, it's just not enough. We just simply see Miami. They overachieved, and now, you only can overachieve for so much.
And then you can run into the better team.
You can only, win a fight with a sword versus a gun so many times.
Yeah, 100%. And they ran into the much more talented team, and that's no disrespect to Miami. They are a very talented team, but I think we're seeing a very big discrepancy between these two teams.
When the third, possibly the fourth offensive option on your team can lead your team in points, that's when you know you're a very good team. Because to me, it goes Joker, Jamal, and I gotta give it to Michael Porter Jr. as the third offensive option, especially what we saw throughout the regular season. Though nobody, if I would have asked you before this game, Dale, who has a better shot going for 27, Aaron Gordon or Michael Porter Jr., you would have told me Michael Porter Jr. I didn't see this coming from Gordon. Michael Porter Jr., he's at least a streaky shooter. He can get hot. He can make 5 threes in a game. We've seen it a bunch of times. We just haven't seen it in the finals still. So, when you have your fourth option able to lead your team in scoring, that's a championship caliber team.
100%.
The fact that Aaron Gordon was able to do it on the road when Jamal Murray, remember, he had a horrible first half. I think he had 6-8 points at half. Joker, he twisted his ankle, so he wasn't really dominant in the game. I think he only had 14, 16 points himself at half, so give credit to Aaron Gordon. He just basically took the game over. Miami had no answer.
Jamal Murray shot 29% from the field. Yeah, he didn't have a good game, but that's what separates it, and they're a great team because the Joker, you got Aaron Gordon, your fourth option. I would agree.
Aaron Gordon.
I would agree he is the fourth option, but he's also
the fourth offensive option.
Yes.
I wouldn't say he's the fourth best player. All I'm saying, Michael Porter Jr., he could handle the ball. He could bring the ball up. He could run the offense much better than Aaron Gordon. Even Bruce Brown, Aaron Gordon doesn't bring up the ball. He's not the one calling out plays,
but he does a lot more than I would argue than Bruce Brown. I do think Aaron Gordon is their fourth best player.
No, me too. That's what I said. Their fourth best player was able to lead in everything. That's when you know. That's when you know. Because you already know Joker's still going to give you what he gives you. If he wasn't in foul trouble, I guarantee he would have been somewhere in the 30s.
And Bruce Brown, 21 off the points. It was his show late in the game when, like you mentioned, when Nikola Jokic went into foul trouble. Bruce Brown came off the bench and was just balling. I mean, 72%. He was 8 from 11. The guy couldn't miss. So, and then Caldwell Pope was hitting threes late in the game. when Colwell Pope and Bruce Brown are giving you buckets, I mean, and they don't even have to hit you with that. Jeff Green's a good vet off the brand. Christian Braun, he gave you not this game, but game 3 he had 16. So they could hit you in multiple ways, and that's what I was saying on last pod, where Denver played their worst game and they still only lost by 3. Where if they put it together, there's just the Heat just have no chance. I feel like they're a player or two away. They need another option. They can't continue to rely on Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. So good run for the Heat, but they have one more game. They're going back to Denver for game 5. So we'll see. Nuggets in 5 is still alive. Plus 450 of my tickets still alive. So we're looking good right there. Other thing on the basketball news, Zion Williamson loves porn stars. Did you see the news?
I did see the news, though.
The girl is just so apparently Zion, he posted a picture with his alleged girlfriend. They're expecting their first child, so congrats to him. And
well, might not be girlfriend no more. Let's just say future baby.
That's why I said alleged girlfriend, because we don't know. Let's just say baby mother. So she posted a picture. They're expecting a kid, so congrats to that. And then all of a sudden, some people might know her, Mariah Mills. I won't say she's a stripper. She's a porn star. It is what it is. And she just basically went on a tweeting spree of just releasing all of the Snapchat convos, releasing all the videos of her sitting courtside. I'm not going to read the shit that she was tweeting because it's just crazy. But I mean, this guy is he's something, man. And I got to say, credit to the New Orleans Pelicans and Zion on the PR movement yesterday, because they tweet out a picture of him going to a boys and girls club school and just being with the children. So trying to take all the attention off of him having multiple women and trying to move them into New Orleans. But I think Stephen A said it the best. I don't give a damn what you do on off the court. We ain't gonna play. So Elvis, what are your thoughts on Zion Williamson?
Well, Dill, we see why Zion wasn't able to return back to the court.
Yeah.
Let's start there. I'm gonna just keep it strictly basketball, people. Let's just say Zion has bigger things on his mind than, getting back on the court. Congrats. I'm not gonna say congrats to them. I'm gonna say congrats to her, because she just secured her bag for the next 18 years. So Zion, that's your fault, my brother. And 3 years from now, y'all won't even be talking. That's on you, my boy. You got make better decisions. If you need better decisions, you need somebody to talk to, call me. I'll let you know who's good for you and who's not, my boy. I'm from around the way. Second of all, Zion, when are you gonna play? I hope you're healthy. I hope you're doing great things with the Boys and Girl Club, Centers of America of New Orleans, Louisiana. But you gotta, after all these allegations, you gotta go out there and win an MVP. You gotta go out there and win, at least play 75 games. I'm gonna give you 10 games off, Zion. You can take 10 days off. You're gonna have to play at least 75 games. Be an all-star. Shit, you gotta even play in the damn dunk contest, my boy, because you need this to go away. So I need 75 games. I need a slam dunk champion. I need at least MVP finalists. Because you average 27, 10, and 6, my boy. You could do it. So I need 75 games played in 2024, 2023, 2024. I need an all-star appearance. I need a slam dunk championship. I need a finals of finalist. I mean MVP finalist. And I need you at least get to the second round of the playoffs. Because let's not forget, people, the Pelicans were the number 1 seed for about a month and a half of the season before Zion got hurt. Remember, man, that's a pretty good team. Zion, CJ, Brandon Ingram. You got Jose there.
Alvarado.
You got Valanciunas. He's just a rebounding machine. He averages like 13 rebounds a game. So you got the pieces there. You're not telling me a healthy Zion, a healthy Brandon Ingram, healthy CJ. They would have done something with the Denver Nuggets. I'm not saying they would have beat them. All I'm saying is it would have won at least 6 games with a healthy Zion, you know? But, Zion, you got to get back on the court. There's no ifs, ands, or but, my boy. The only way this goes away, like, for example, if you miss, let's just say, if you miss 35 games or more next season, this is going to pop back up. The only way this goes away, like I said, 75 games played, slam dunk championship, all-star, MVP finalists, and you got to make it to the second round playoffs. Minimum, my boy. Because if you can't bounce back from this news, this is all everybody going to talk about.
Yeah.
Zion fucking porn stars. We're not talking about Zion making the playoffs. We're not talking about Zion dominating the league. We're not talking about the first overall pick, Zion Williamson. We're talking about Zion fucking porn stars. Zion,
that's a damn shame.
If you don't play 75 games next season and not an all-star, not in the MVP conversation, and not at least in the second round of playoffs, Zion, boy, I hate to be you.
So he's only played since he got drafted.
He played 29 games in the last 2 years, people. Since 2021, he's played 29 games.
He's only played 114 games in his career. So not looking good.
He just signed last offseason a 5-year, 230? I think it was
something
30.
Like that.
Somewhere between 210, 250.
He got 193 million guaranteed or something like that.
Yeah. So he was the first overall pick, and he got the Jordan deal. So you got at least $60-80 million from that. Now you got a $190 million contract, 5-year deal. Well, mind you only played 29 games of that contract. Zion.
There has to be a weight clause in his contract as well.
Shorty said it. I ain't gonna say what she said.
Yeah. She was like, I knew you had a problem. I was in the bathroom. You had soda. Yo, I don't know. It's crazy.
Her time because your leg, Zion.
Now I know why you wasn't on the court.
Now I know.
Do you think there's a sex problem because now other porn stars are coming out?
Dill, the way it's looking, Dill, it looks like my man has a threesome fetish.
Wow.
And I think we got to stop talking about all this because it's not the type of show, Dill. But Zion definitely has some people call it a bad habit. Some will call it a good habit. I'm going to just say a habit that he doesn't need right now.
I agree.
His habit should be rehabbing and getting back on the court.
And helping your team and organization in the city of New Orleans, because this team is desperate for a playoff appearance. And I think, like you said, that team with his healthy Zion, they could make a run. I'm not saying they're going to win it all, but they could definitely compete in the West. I think the West is wide open besides Denver. So I agree. I think
look ahead for next season. I think Denver and Phoenix are the two clear-cut, favorites, and the Lakers there, depending on the rotation they gather. Because remember, half the team is free agents, so I gotta see how the Lakers turn out. But as long as Anthony Davis and LeBron are there, I still think they're a top 5 team in the West. Golden State is still gonna be Golden State. We're gonna see how Memphis turns out because Ja's gonna at least get suspended. I'm gonna say at least 30 games. I'm not the commissioner, so I'm gonna just say around 30 games. I still think Memphis is a threat, but definitely the 2 top dogs is Phoenix and Denver, without a doubt.
I'm glad you brought up John. I wasn't expecting to talk about it, but they said they found additional information and they're going to come out with the ruling after the finals. They don't want to take anything away from these 2 teams, which I think is the right decision. Now his camp is claiming that it was a toy gun. My thing is, 1, no accountability. You're just lying at this point. 2, it goes back to what I said months ago when I said it looked like a toy gun. Remember that? I said, look how small that gun is. If you wave in a gun, you better have a...
That's a 22.
Bro, he was carrying a little baby gun, whatever it was. Bro, and now they're saying it was a fake gun, and I'm just saying, like, y'all are some fools, bro. Like, it's just sad because before this whole incident, I was a Ja fan. I think he's a really talented player. But now he's doing all this antic shit. It just puts a bad taste in your mouth about a guy like that, in my opinion. But I just wanted to say that real quick. Let's transition to the gridiron. Dalvin Cook is he was released after 6 seasons with the Minnesota Vikings, 4-time Pro Bowler, 7,787 rushing yards, 52 touchdowns. What a career he had in Minnesota. So honestly, my first thoughts, I honestly can't believe the running back position has reached the point where he's rushed for 1,000 yards in 4 straight years, Elvis, with 52 touchdowns, and then he gets released at the age of 27. I mean, that's just crazy in my eyes. So I hope he balls out in his next spot wherever he goes. The Suitors, Miami, Denver. But yeah, what are your thoughts on him being released, and where do you think he could head?
Still, my initial thoughts of him being released is just clear cut. The Vikings didn't want to extend / sign him. He's been ran through, like you said, he's 4 consecutive seasons, 1,000-yard seasons, though. How many more years? Remember, you got to pay a running back of what he's going to do for you, not what he's done. So do I think Dalvin Cook still have a year or two left of 1,000+ yards? Absolutely, Dill. Did he have somewhat of a down year last season? Absolutely, Dill. So I could see why the Vikings did it. Do I still think Dalvin Cook could go out there and help a team possibly reach a Super Bowl? Absolutely, Dill. So I don't like the move personally because I think the Dalvin Cook was a huge, not like I don't want to emphasize how huge of a part of the offense was with Dalvin Cook because we saw them, what they win 13, 14 games last season. Well, Dalvin Cook having a bad year, but when the end of the year, he started to get it going, though, and they just started blowing these teams out. So I think Dalvin Cook, he will be missed still. And, teams that he could possibly help in a free agency. I saw him post a picture of him in Miami, like still in the Viking uniform when they played Miami. He did go to college in Miami, Dill, so that might be one of the destinations. Dill, me and you've been saying it all season long. Last season, we think the Buffalo
And his
Bills
brother's up there. His brother plays for them.
brothers already there. We always said it. Buffalo's just a running back away. Hey, maybe Buffalo's a thing. I even give the Cowboys a shot. Cowboys, they didn't resign Zeke. They got Tony Pollard coming back. I know they got Rojo, Ronald Jones Jr. was a second, and some of these people that just picked up from the draft, but I give Cowboys a shot because Dalvin Cook is a home run hitter. You need that lead back. So on a short list, though, I think those will be my teams: Miami, Dallas, and Buffalo. But quite frankly, I'm not shocked that it happened, just because he already, it's going to be his 6th year in the league, and we're starting to see the trend where these teams not paying running backs for what they're going to do.
Yeah, it's just very unfortunate. I think he's a home run hitter, like you said. The Vikings, they still owe him $2 million, and they're going to pay him that. Watch out for Alexander Madison. He's going to be the running back 1 for Minnesota this year. So fantasy-wise, I think that will be a good pickup. And I also ultimately think this decision was they're going to break the bank for Justin Jefferson very soon. And they need to clear up some room. They did extend him 2 years ago, but, I don't know. I'm honestly surprised they weren't able to get a trade done, at least get something back. But you're right. He did post a picture of Miami. He's from down there. He played his college ball down there. And Dalvin Cook on Twitter liked the potential offense graphic where it said Tua, Dalvin Cook, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and I didn't know Robbie Anderson changed his name to the Chosen Anderson.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, his name legally is Chosen Anderson.
Nice.
Wow. That threw me a curveball. But I mean, all the signs are pointing to Miami. I think it would be a very good fit for them. You got Mike McDaniel, great coach. He loves to run the ball. You see what he did in San Francisco. So I don't know. Honestly, it wasn't a surprise. It always was rumored that they were either going to release him or they were going to look for a trade suitor. But it's not like Zeke, where Zeke was on his tail end of his career, not as effective. This is a guy who ran for 1,000 yards in 4 straight years. It's not like he's lost a step. And like you said, I think he has at least another 2, 3, maybe 3 good years, depending on injuries. So I don't know. Hopefully he finds a home and hopefully he could be beneficial and hopefully he could stay out of the AFC East. I don't want him going to Buffalo because unless he's or Miami, to be honest, because the Jets and your Patriots, we're all in the AFC East. But that's a little news in the NFL. Last 7 days, I know you've been just tailing basketball, but how have your plays been?
Terrible, though. MLB, not it. Honestly, though,
You gotta fade yourself.
Yeah, I gotta start parlaying all my MLB plays like the opposite. So, for example, if I'm taking Red Sox Yankees today, I'm taking the Red Sox. I'm gonna have to bet the Yankees just because, bro. I'm gonna start like it's terrible how bad I am in baseball. Like it's bad how like bad I am in baseball. So fade me. I got 4 plays today. People fade me because I'm telling you will win money.
Transparency is key. Last 7 days for me, 37 and 26, up 7 units. I had a nice week in the WNBA. Baseball was okay to me. Few teams kind of fucked me, to be honest. Dodgers, Baltimore Orioles. But other than that, we're going to continue to roll on here. We got a big slate in baseball. But before we do that, let me tell you guys about our provided sponsor. We are brought to you by Viva Tequila Seltzer, the most refreshing hard seltzer on the market, hands down. There's no wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition. With only 88 calories, 0 carbs.
You're muted. Dylan, you're muted.
Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, but Viva is the most refreshing hard seltzer on the market, hands down. With only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and 4.5 ABV, Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebrations, as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We flavor tequila seltzer because flavor is the spice of life, and we like our drinks with just a kick, just like how we like our lives. Whether it's Huckleberry playing around a golf with the boys, or an elderberry just sitting back watching the NBA Finals, it doesn't matter. Our favorites pair perfectly with that Artisanal Blanco tequila for that subtle and refreshing drink. Our belief here at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. All right, Elvis, let's get into it. Got a lot of day baseball. First game on the docket, D-backs on the road taking on the Detroit Tigers. D-backs short favorite, -126, +108 on the other side for the Tigers. Over under is at 9. Any play here?
No play here, Dill, but you gotta kind of roll with the D-backs in this situation on the roll, Dill. You know, you got Nelson on the mound. I do like him more than Boyd. We're going with Detroit. I understand Detroit is at home, but it's only gonna be about, I'm gonna say 200 people in attendance at the game. So it's basically a Arizona home game, Dill. I'm gonna be honest, Dill.
That is the Oakland Athletics. They have about 10 fans.
Yeah. But that's why I said 200. Like they might have no bullshit. It might be less than 3,000 fans in Detroit, and it's sad. You know, realistically, it's sad. It probably sits around like 40, 60,000, and there's only 3,000 going. So give me Arizona Diamondbacks -125 on the money line, deal. They're just a flat out better team, and it's literally essential no home field advantage.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm on the D-backs as well. I'm not the biggest Nelson fan. I do think he'll give up some runs. I think both teams will give up runs as well. But yeah, with how good the D-backs are playing. I think they're 8-2 in their last 10. They're just playing really good baseball right now. I got to be on the Snakes here as well. Remember back in the day, before we get to our next game, remember in high school how good the Tigers used to be with Scherzer and Verlander? They used to go to the playoffs with
at first. What was my boy's name in center field? Damn, Torrey Hunter.
Bro, what a team.
Yeah.
The good old days. Now they're awful.
At home.
Yeah. Now they're just a 20-30 win team.
Who was Manuel Donez back in the day at right field? That was my boy. That was like one of my favorite players, Manuel Donez.
They had a team back then. So
before I was in third base, I used to play outfield. And I used to be like, yeah, Manny Adonia. That's because I have curly hair.
That's your boy.
Him and
A,
Manny.
t- a team that I liked growing up was the Chicago White Sox, and that's where we'll head for our next game. Chicago White Sox hosting the Miami Marlins. White Sox short home favorites -110, -106 for the Miami Marlins. Over under is at 8.5. Good matchup here between Sandy Alcantara and Michael Kopech. Elvis, you got to play in here.
Yeah, give me the Marlins on the money line -105. I caught it earlier -122. I'm seeing it right now -105, around -108. Basically, the game is at a pick 'em, so get the odds now. I got them a little juice. By all means, I'm gonna get them now. I, I honest, don't let the record discourage y'all people. Sonny Alcantara is better pitcher times 10. Miami slightly better than Washington. The White Sox. But I do expect Miami to sneak one out on the road. Agatara, I always pronounce his name wrong. Don't let the record fool you, people. He's gonna bounce back. He should do something today.
Yeah, no real opinion on this game. I do lean White Sox, but Marlins are playing really well right now. Second place in the division, and they're
Better
doing it
than the
with their
Mets.
bats. Anybody's better than the Mets right now. Luis Ariz for the Miami Marlins is batting over 400, bro. He's only struck out like 20 times this season. He's insane. He's the best hitter in baseball right now. Next game, St. Louis Cardinals hosting the Cincinnati Reds. Cardinals -172 at home, +144 for the Reds. Over under is at 8.5. Any play in this one for you, kid?
Nah, there no play, no opinion. You know, I'm not too familiar with both these pitchers to be honest. So I ended up staying away.
Yeah, no, I have nothing as well. Miles Mikolas, not the biggest fan, and Abbott, think he could get lit up as well. I do think we see some runs, so maybe an over is a lean here, but don't want to back either side in this one. Let's go to north of the border. Toronto Blue Jays hosting the Minnesota Twins. Blue Jays -116 at home, -102 for the Minnesota Twins. Over under is at 9. Any play in this one for you?
Nah, I'm not staying away from. This is one of those matchups where you could really be on either side. You know, if anything, I'll lean the home team with Toronto, but it wouldn't shock me if Minnesota goes in there, play some good ball. So I ended up staying away just because I'm kind of a fan of both teams still. Like I said, I ended up picking Minnesota to win the division. Kind of slowed down a little bit, though, but I still like Minnesota. But I do expect Toronto to take care of business at home. I'm just staying away from it.
Let's go out to Colorado. Rockies hosting the San Diego Padres. Padres -130 on the road, +110 for the Rockies. Home puppies. Over under is at 12.5. I'll start this one. I took the home puppy. I think they actually should be favorite. Not a fan of the San Diego Padres. I know their bats woke up a little bit, but still not a believer. I'm not a believer in Ryan Weathers either. And I like the under 12.5, even at Coors Field, is very high. I just don't think the offense for both teams will get going. I think Kyle Freeland, much better pitcher at home. So give me the home puppy. I'll take the Colorado Rockies, and I'll also take the under 12.5. How about you, E?
So that's my only lean. I'll lean the under 12.5 just because San Diego Padres just been struggling, though, to be honest. I do expect them, to bounce back sometime this season, though. It's just the question is when. So I don't see a ton of runs being put on the board today, though. So I'll lean the under 12.5.
Let's go out to Pittsburgh. Pirates hosting the New York Mets. Mets -126 on the road, +108 home puppy for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Over under is at 9. Call me fucking crazy, but I actually like the Mets here today with Kodai Senga on the mound. I think this might be a good spot for them to bounce back. It sucks. Pete Alonso out for 3 weeks, got hit in the hand, so offense is a little lackluster right now. But I think Kodai Senga could have a good start here against the Pittsburgh Pirates. So I'm going to take the Mets on the road -126. How about you, E?
Yeah, the fact that you're back in the Mets, I respect it. I love it, though. I got to lean with them as well, even though the Pirates are honestly, they're the better team right now.
100%.
They're the better team right now, Dill. To be honest, at plus money, I'm gonna have to lean with the better team. I'm not gonna pick them out of respect for you, Dylan, but Pirates are the better team right now, and they're
No,
at home.
you should pick the Pirates so the Mets do win.
Nah,
Let's go out to Philly. The Philadelphia Phillies hosting the LA Dodgers. Dodgers minus 110 on the road, minus 106 at home. Little short dogs for the Phillies. Over under is at 9. They burnt me last night. I took the Dodgers. They should have won. They blew it late in the game. I kind of want to take them again at this short price because when are we ever going to get the Dodgers at a minus 110? I know it's Miller on the mound and he's not one of their aces, but I'm not a big Aaron Nola guy either. I don't think he's good at home. I didn't get to the window with it, but I do lean the Dodgers here. How about you?
Dill, give me the Dodgers on the money line minus 110, Dill. I just think I'm getting the better ball club for basically the same amount of money. Both teams basically had to pick them. I just think the Dodgers are just a better team. Give me the Dodgers on the road. And every time I pick the Dodgers, they lose. So this probably will be my first win of the year if the Dodgers going to play. Like I said, people, before we started the segment, fade me. All my plays, I'm a parlay the opposing team. No bullshit. Because I might go 0-4 or 5. I might.
Yeah, hopefully you cash. Let's go out to Baltimore. Orioles hosting the Kansas City Royals. Orioles minus 148 at home. On the other side, plus 126 for the Royals. Over under is at 9. Orioles fucked me last night. I took them on the run line. They were up 2 runs the whole game. 8th, 9th inning, they let up a home run. They win by 1. So Orioles dead to me for the time being right now. I would lean the Orioles, though, at short price at home. They're a much better ball club hitting wise, and Kansas City on the road is atrocious. So don't really want to be in the business of backing the Royals. So lean with the Orioles, but yeah, I can't really get to the window with it. How about you?
So I think Baltimore is the right side in this situation. The only reason I won't be touching the game is because Irvin's on the mound. I just don't trust him yet. Maybe down the road, probably see what's up. But as of today, people, Baltimore is the right side. I'm just not gonna back them. I'll lean Baltimore Bill on the money line.
Okay, a few games left. We'll go out to Atlanta Braves hosting the Washington Nationals. Braves minus 188 at home, plus 158 for the Washington Nationals. Over under is at 9.5. Man, call me crazy, but I really think Washington's live here with Mackenzie Gore on the mound. Plus 158 is a very good price. And Schuster, Braves are a better team. Yes, they should be the favorite. They are at home, but minus 188 is a little too egregious, I think, in my mind. So, if anything, I would play the dog here with the Washington Nationals. How about you?
Yeah, I ended up staying away from this matchup, though. I do think Atlanta is just they're the overall better team, though. But to lay the run line at plus 100, to me, that's the only way to get value with Atlanta. So I'm not going to do it, but I'll lean the run line at plus 100.
Okay, and I think here's the best series and matchup of the weekend. Texas Rangers on the road taking on the Tampa Bay Rays, the 2 best teams in the league. Tampa Bay Rays minus 112 at home, minus 104 for the Rangers, and your boy Nathan Eovaldi is going. Over under is at 8. I really wanted to take Nathan Eovaldi and the Rangers, but Tampa Bay at home are just wagons. I tried to fade them at home earlier a few days ago. It didn't work out. I like Taj Bradley. I've come on here multiple times and said it. He does give up a lot of hard contact, but the bats have kind of been quiet the past couple games for the Rangers, even though I don't think that will continue. I do think we'll see some runs. I do kind of like the over, but I just can't get away from not backing the Rays at home. So give me the minus 112 for the Tampa Bay Rays. How about you?
Yo, this might be the marquee matchup of the weekend, yo. Not for
Yeah.
nothing. Navaldi doesn't mount versus Bradley. I think it's the game of the day, Bill. I'm gonna go with Tampa at home minus 112 on the money line. Give credit to the Ranger. I understand. We didn't even mention your boy Dill. Sad to hear DeGrom will be out for the season. Probably miss the start of next season as well with the Tommy John. He was a little emotional in that locker room interview. And it's sad, just because, we see the talent as Rangers. Nobody expected the Rangers to be this good. Look at them. They're in contention though. It's not going to shock me the Rangers are making a push come October, though. So sucks that DeGrom's going through that, but I like everything I'm seeing from the Rangers. But I do expect Tampa to win tonight. Give me Tampa on the money line minus 112.
Yeah, and we didn't touch on it. Very sad. You gotta feel for the guy too. I saw him get it kind of emotional. He's been through it. He's bounced back from Tommy John before. I guess it's just the unknown with DeGrom, just all these injuries, he can't stay healthy. And when he is pitching and healthy, he's one of the best, if not the best pitcher in baseball. So it's all the unknown, all the time miss that he has. It could be so much better. I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer now just because of all the time he's missed, but 2-time Cy Young Award winner. He's an all-star. I feel for the guy. I really do. I hope he could come back. I hope he finds peace because, going through this process is very bad. And, it's a long, long, long road coming back. But maybe they put him in a bullpen. I don't know if he's a starter anymore at this point, So, yeah, just very, very unfortunate for Jacob deGrom. Let's go to the next game. Milwaukee Brewers hosting the Oakland Athletics. Your boy Paul Blackburn is on the mound taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers minus 188 at home, plus 158 for the Oakland Athletics. Over under is at 9.5. You backing your boy here?
Still, I got to lean with Blackburn with the first 5 at plus 132 on the money line. If anything, you know what, people, I'm going to take it official. Give me the first 5 plus a half a run at minus 105 on the road. Give me the Athletics with Blackburn on the mound. First 5 plus half a run at minus 105, people.
That's your boy. Blackburn's been good on the road, too. So,
Bro,
and they did win yesterday.
They won that day. I hit last week. I think it was last Saturday show. Over 4.5 or 5.5 kids. He had 6. At Oakland Athletics, first 5 money line. Hit. Everything hit. Stop playing my boy Blackburn, man.
Okay, let's go out. Another good matchup, I think. Cleveland Guardians hosting the Houston Astros. Cleveland Guardians minus 142 at home, plus 120 on the road for the Houston Astros. Over under at 8. Tristan McKenzie's making his second start. Good first start he had. Coming back, I don't want to lay minus 142 with him. I'd like it if it was like a minus 120, minus 115. It's a stay away for me. I really want to back up McKenzie, but I just can't do it at this price. So I kind of like the under. I like the under 8 just because I think Tristan McKenzie and JP France could both have solid outings. I think they'll limit both. Cleveland can't hit to save their life anyway. So we just have to worry about Houston. Yordan Alvarez is on the 15-day DL, so that's going to help this under as well. So I'll dive under. Instead of taking the Cleveland Guardians, I like the under. So give me under 8 for me. How about you?
Yeah, I think Houston at plus 115 has great value. So I'm going to lean Houston on the road on the money line at plus 115.
Okay, 3 games left. Let's go to San Francisco Giants hosting the Chicago Cubs. Giants minus 156 at home, plus 132 for the Chicago Cubs. Over under is at 8.5. Your boy Kyle Hendricks on the mound for Chicago. You backing him?
No, I'm not going to back them today. If they were in Wrigley Field, I would have backed them, but I just stayed away from it. I do like my boy Kendricks, people, but I'm going to stay away.
Okay. Yankees versus Red Sox. Let's get to it. Yankees hosting the Boston Red Sox. The Yankees minus 130 at home, plus 110 for the Boston Red Sox. Over under is at 8.5. Good win yesterday for the Red Sox. Took the first game with Garrett Cole on the mound, so that's a big boost of confidence that the Red Sox need. Rafael Devers just continues to own Garrett Cole. Another home run. But give me the New York Yankees to bounce back. Give me Domingo Germán. Hopefully he's not cheating with sticky stuff this time. But I'm just not a big fan of Tanner Houck. I think the Yankees could get to him. We still see some power with Josh Donaldson on the lineup for the Yankees. So I'm gonna take the Yankees here.
Still, give me the Red Sox. Money. Plus money. I got it at plus 102. People shop around. Still, it's just. When Aaron Judge is not in this lineup, it's a very different Yankee team. And I think that's 100%. What it comes down to it. Yankees are just a very different team. I don't know what it is, but they're not the same without Aaron Judge, Dill. So give me the Red Sox on the money line. I'm going to take Red Sox to complete the sweep, Dill. I like the Red Sox tomorrow as well.
Let's go. And then last game on the slate, we'll go out to Los Angeles. The Angels hosting the Seattle Mariners. Angels minus 132 at home, plus 112 for the Seattle Mariners. Over under is at 9. I have no play in this one. How about you?
No play, Dill. I'm surprised you didn't take the Mariners in this one,
They're
especially.
disappointing this season.
Yeah, I know, Dill. But the fact you got to roll with your boys, and you said it, Mariners is your second favorite team.
You know who's becoming my 2B team now? Texas Rangers. They just won me a lot of money this season.
I would laugh with you if you didn't talk so sweet when Negron talked to them.
I know.
Oh, you signed for the money. You're never gonna win more than 10 games in a year.
He did it.
You just signed one with one of the worst franchises in MLB history.
I know. I was talking sweet.
Money. Now look at you. They're about to be 20 games above 500.
Way better than the Mets.
He did it.
Yeah, that's a fact. He told something, I did it. But I'm no fool. I do bet on them a lot, and they have won me a lot of money. So if they're winning me money, I like them. But yeah, no NBA game. NBA Game 5, like I said, will be on Monday. So we'll have our plays for Monday's show. 6 games on the WNBA slate all tomorrow. So no lines out, but when they do drop, got to be on them early because one or two people make a play on the WNBA, the line moves immediately. So lines they fluctuate very heavily in the WNBA, and it's all about getting the best number. So make sure
to WNBA Commissioner's Cup.
They just always play that. There's always like two games of slate for that.
But what is that?
I don't know. That's a good question.
No, because I genuinely want to know. Like I'm trying.
So it says the WNBA Commissioner Cup, known for the sponsorship reasons as the WNBA's Commissioner Cup presented by Coinbase, is an in-season competition for the women's WNBA that begins at the start of the regular season, continues through the first half of the season.
But what they win?
I don't know.
Yeah, like I just seen that. I'm like, what the fuck is the Commissioner Cup? Did they get an in-season trophy?
So it's an in-season competition throughout the regular season with players competing for a prize pool and an additional pool of money for charitable civic organizations. Commissioner Cup games are denoted of the regular season schedule. So the Commissioner's Cup Championship featured the Las Vegas Aces and the Chicago Sky. The Aces won it. So they all win like extra money. It's like incentives, and it goes to like a good charity.
All right, that's cool. I wasn't sure what that.
Me either. I always see it, but I never know. To be honest,
what the fuck is that? Those are even like I'm thinking that they're in like a separate thing. Like
no, but yeah, very interesting. So yeah, I had a good day yesterday. I went 4-1 in the WNBA, so very good. I was actually thinking about going to the game tomorrow at the Barclays Center. The New York Liberty are playing, so definitely going to head out to one of their games this season. But Elvis, let's get to the Gridiron Week 9 of the USFL, and we'll start with a big game, I think. Michigan Panthers taking on the Pittsburgh Mullers, 12 p.m. today. Right now, I'm looking at lines. Pittsburgh, home favorite, -115, -105 for the Michigan Panthers. Over-under is at 41.5. Elvis, I'll let you lead this one off. What do you like here?
Still, I have no play in this one, to be honest. I'll lean Pittsburgh at home just because I think, honestly, Michigan been surprising people. So that's the thing. You got to be careful, people, because Michigan, to me, this is one of the most even matchup weeks we have so far in the USFL. You know, so I'm gonna roll with Pittsburgh at home, people, but I'm not confident enough to, tell you to bet it. I didn't bet it myself, so I'm not gonna advise y'all to bet it. But I'm gonna lean Pittsburgh at home, people.
Yeah, I lean Michigan here on the money line, but I like the under 41.5 a little better. That'll be my official play. The last time these two teams faced, Pittsburgh smoked Michigan 23-7. Awful offense, performance in that game by Michigan. This is a must win for Pittsburgh because a loss today eliminates them from the playoffs. So Panthers, they're coming off a tough loss to New Orleans Breakers last week, 24-20. They allowed 21 points in the second quarter, but outside of that, they kind of dominated the game. So Pittsburgh, they're coming into this game on a 3-game losing streak. Both teams struggle in the red zone. With the last time these two teams played, it was a total of 30 points. With so much being on the line, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a slower paced game. Teams not trying to force anything, make a mistake, make turnovers. So lean Panthers here on the money line, but I think the safer bet is the under. So under 41.5 is going to be my play. Next game on the slate, Memphis Showboats at home hosting the New Orleans Breakers. Right now, Memphis is the favorite, minus 115 on the money line, minus 105 for New Orleans Breakers. Over under is at 43.5. Elvis, what do you like in this one?
Grill, Dill, I want to take the New Orleans Breakers on the money line, Dill. I've been rolling them all season long. I'm not going to back away now. If you want to fade, I understand, Dill. You probably go with Memphis, but I believe the Breakers have the chance to win it all, Dill. I said it from the start. I think this team has what it takes to win it all, Dill. They have the second best odds to win it all, and I just think they're the little better team right now than the Memphis Showboats. Give credit to Memphis. They've been showing out, especially the last 4 weeks. But I just think New Orleans is one of the best teams in the league, and I'm going to take them on the money line, Dill. At short dogs, too, at minus 105.
Yeah. Yeah, another total for me. I like the over. I got it at 42. Breakers, they finally got back in the win column last week. I think the Breakers need to get their run game going in this one. It was a rough performance last week. They only rushed for 43 yards on 23 carries. It was abysmal. On the other side, the Showboats, I think they deserve to be the favorite. They've won 5 in a row and completely dominated Jersey Generals last week. One area they do have to clean up is punching it into the end zone. Memphis was 1 for 5 in the red zone last week. So I think that improves. I stayed away from the side. It is at a pick 'em, and rightfully so with how well the Showboats are playing. I do lean Breakers money line, though, with you. I do think overall they are the much better team. I just think with both teams, they will be better in converting in the red zone this week. We should see a much higher scoring game than the last affair. So give me the over, and I do lean with you. I'll take the Breakers on the money line. Whew, here we go. Sunday slate. Birmingham Stallions on the road taking on our Houston Gamblers. Stallions minus 175, minus 3.5 on the spread, plus 150, plus 3.5 for Houston. Over under is at 4.5. I'll lead this one off, Elvis. This one was really tough to come down on. My heart wanted to take Houston plus 3.5, but the numbers are telling me I should take Stallions. I ultimately just stayed away, and I'm just going to enjoy the game and watch. Houston won the first meeting between these teams, and if they win, they control the tiebreaker. But Stallions, they win this one, they're in the playoffs and they clinch. So I stayed away. I think it's going to be the best game of the weekend. I just want to watch this game, so I couldn't come down on anything. How about you?
I ain't mad at you, Dill. Like I said, this is arguably the best evening match week so far in the USFL, Dill. This is the highest point spread at 3.5, Dill.
Yeah.
With that being said, give me the Gamblers plus 3.5 at home. I do believe the Stallions are the better team, but I give Houston a shot not to just cover at home, but to possibly pull off the upset, Dill. So if you're giving me 3.5 in my box pocket, quit being at home, and I do believe they're evenly matched, Dill, I'll give me Houston plus 3.5 at home.
Yeah, they did win the first matchup. It wouldn't surprise me if they won again either tomorrow. So, yeah, looking forward to that one. I am a low-key Houston fan, so rooting for them. But just Birmingham, they are like the best team, I feel like, right now. So, last game on the slate, New Jersey Generals hosting the Philadelphia Stars. Stars laying 2 on the road. If you want to take them on the money line, minus 130, plus 115 for New Jersey, plus 2 on the road. Over under is at 43.5. Yeah, I got to play on the side in this one. Give me the Stars minus 2 and even on the money line. It all turned around in week 5 for this Stars team when they beat Jersey. They rattled off 3 straight wins after that. And, not And now a win tomorrow clinches a playoff spot for the Philadelphia Stars. They're coming off a tough loss to the best team last week, but they still had 349 total yards with only one turnover. They also converted 2 of their 3 red zone attempts into touchdowns, which is kind of an improvement for this team. So on the other side, Jersey, they just continue to fall deeper and deeper in the hole. They only had 19 minutes of possession time last week. They turned the ball over 3 times. They still have no clue who their starting quarterback is. In the last game between these two teams, the Stars won without scoring a touchdown. They wound up kicking 8 field goals in the game and still won. This time, I do expect Philly to be able to punch it in the end zone a few times. I don't expect New Jersey to improve, to be honest. This team is just broken. I've said it for weeks now. So I feel like this game has blown out written all over it. Give me the Stars on the money line and give me the Stars -2. How about you?
They'll kind of pays me to say this, Dill, but I'm going to go with the -2.5 with the Stars on this one, Dill. For the past 4 weeks, the Stars just been flat out the better team, Dill. And I'm kind of surprised the spread isn't a point or 2 higher because the Stars at least deserve that, Dill. I love the Generals, I love New Jersey, but Philadelphia for the past 4 or 5 weeks has just been flat out the better team. So give me Philadelphia -2, -2.5, whatever you're finding out.
Let's go. So, Elvis, good luck. We've been very profitable in the USFL. Spring football has been very kind to us this year. So, going to be kind of sad when it all goes away. I think right now we have 1, 2. Yeah, this week and next week. Next week is the last week of the of USFL, and then playoffs start June 24th. So can't wait for that. Hopefully we get Colby back on the show for USFL championship. But let's go to game 4 on the ice. Vegas Golden Knights on the road taking on the Florida Panthers. Vegas is up 2-1. Florida won in overtime. I was so mad. I had Vegas at plus money when they were down. And then Matthew Tkachuk scored with like a minute left in the game to force overtime. They ultimately won. They got a game finally. So 2-1 going into this game. Right now, Florida is -111 at home, -108 for the Vegas Golden Knights. Over under is at 5.5. I got a 6 yesterday. I took the under, excuse me, and I also took Vegas Golden Knights at even money at plus 100 yesterday. So I just think overall the Vegas Golden Knights are a much better team. They've proven for a majority of this series and for every minute they've been the better team. Florida needs a bunch of pucks to bounce their way in order for them to score. They're trying to be physical and try to intimidate and get under the skin of the Knights, but they're just not doing it. They're keeping their composure. They're not letting anything rattle them. So I'm on the Vegas Golden Knights. I think they win in 5. Florida got their win. It's going to go 3-1 back to Vegas. What do you got here?
Dill, I do think Florida could tie it up here. I do like the Knights, especially at plus money. But I think Florida could tie it at home. We might be seeing a home team, Stanley Cup. It wouldn't shock me if the home teams win out there. I'm with you, though. I do believe the Golden Knights are just, a little better of the team. But, hey, Florida got something in that water or something, Dill. We saw it in the NCAA tournament. Florida made it to Final Four. We see the NBA Finals. Dill, something with this Florida team, Dill. And Messi just signed with Inter, Dill.
Oh, wow.
Florida, something's going on in Florida.
It's crazy because they went from having 1 million Instagram followers to the next day 5 million. I was like, that's the Messi effect.
The cheapest ticket like last week was $27. Now the cheapest ticket is around like $4.50.
Yeah. When they come to Harrison, New Jersey to play Red Bull, we got to go. We could see Messi now.
Yeah, we got to try that 10th one.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna go see. I'll pay the money. I gotta see Messi before he retires. So yeah,
I want to see him at MetLife during the World Cup in 2 years.
that'd be fucking sick. But yeah, Messi did sign. I thought that was cool. And you know what I like too? He didn't go to Saudi Arabia for billions of dollars. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay in the MLS. I fucking like that, bro.
He was like, yo, fuck it, I'm gonna go play in America.
Yeah, I respect that.
Miami, Bro, he's still getting tons of money. He's going to get a deep.
No state tax either.
Come on now.
So, any last words? What are you doing this weekend? I know you got your cousin's Sweet 16 today. We got UFC 289, big pay-per-view this weekend. What are you doing this weekend?
Hopefully, I can see Charles Oliveira bounce back, and make
Yeah.
his run back to a championship title. I would love to see that. Still kind of upset I wasn't able to see him at UFC 288 in Newark, New Jersey. But hey, hopefully he gives us a show tonight.
Let's go. Elvis, have a great weekend. Everyone else, have a great weekend. That's going to do it for this Saturday edition of The Dream Wager. On behalf of Viva Tequila, Elvis, myself, we'll see you guys on Monday with more plays, more hot takes. Please follow along our social media, Twitter and Instagram at The Dream Wager. You guys can find all of our episodes wherever you can listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher. You guys can also find us on YouTube, youtube.com/The Dream Wager. Like, subscribe, review, all that good stuff really helps the show grow tremendously. So be a friend, tell a friend. Everyone have a great few days. Good luck on your wagers this weekend. Be safe, be well. We'll see you guys down the road. Peace.